Hi, hope you're having an amazing day. As you saw from the title of this video, today we're going to be doing a full face of Shop Miss A makeup, including some of their little trios and some other makeup, all AOA Studio and a couple of other products that I threw in. So if you want to see how I got this look and my thoughts on everything, just keep on watching. So first off, I'm going to take the AOA Studio Big Boss Balm, which is meant to smooth and hydrate, and this one here is in raspberry. You guys know this has been a favorite for a long time. I'm actually planning on repurchasing it in a different scent. It's so nice. It's so hydrating as well, and this thing like will last you a long time. So yes, go ahead and line the brows using the AOA Studio Sculpting Brow Pencil. I think this one, I literally don't know what shade this is in. Hopefully in ebony. There's a look at that. It is like a triangle kind of shape or a teardrop shape. And then I'm going to take my micro brow pen, and this one here I think is in dark brown. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do for the brows today. And if you hadn't noticed, I did switch up my background, and I hope it looks good, but I just needed something different. I just didn't really enjoy sitting on my bed. It was just so uncomfortable, and you know, your legs fall asleep all the time and all that. So I think I just needed something new for the new year. So let me know your thoughts down below. Obviously you guys are going to be seeing this a lot later in the year, but yeah, I'm really much enjoying it. This is my first video I'm filming in this setup, so we'll see my thoughts. I'm going to take the micro brow pen and I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. I feel like brows are not living their best life right now, but we'll fix them, okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my brows using the AOA Studio Top Secret Concealer. This is a potted concealer in the shade Nude. So there's a look at that color. I'm just gonna grab a flat brush, take some of that. It is pretty light, and I'm also just gonna set the lid with this product as well. And I'm just going to blend it in with my sponge. All right, for eyeshadow, I have two palettes to play with. Both of them are from the Cherry Blossom collection. The first one here is in Hanami, which looks like that. And both of them are pretty neutral. And then we have the one in Shiana. I think I'm saying these wrong, but there's a look at that. And basically I brought this one just for the deeper brown shade. I do have a loose pigment just in case, and this is the one in Magic, which looks like that. These are actually really beautiful, and I think that's everything I brought for the eyes, so it's gonna be pretty simple. So I'm gonna take the first palette that I showed you guys, which, girl, there's a bird like right outside my window. So I'm going to take this palette, I'm going to take this shade here, which is like a camel shade. Just going to have to deal with that bird because it wants to be heard. And I'm also taking it on a Wet n Wild brush that I found in my Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to blend that into the crease area, kind of flare it out. I'm going to go into the brown. I want to see if this brown is similar to the one in this palette. No. Yeah, the one in here is definitely deeper. I'm going to go ahead and take this shade. I swear that bird, it's a crow or a raven. I don't know, I can never tell. I think it's a raven. It's like literally outside my window, but I'm just gonna kind of pack it on the outer part of the eye. These little trios are actually really nice and definitely a candidate for whenever I'm gonna be traveling because they're just so quick and easy to use. And then the color story is very like just easy as well. Going back to that first shade, I'm just going to use that to blend out the brown. Again, super quick and easy. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, I don't even think we're going to go in with this palette here, so I'm just going to put that away. But this one in, what is this? Hanami, so nice. And I don't think we're going to use the loose pigment, but you know, it's cute. Maybe we'll use it for the inner corner. We'll see. I did bring two liners. I have the Artista liner in brown, and then we have the City Color Be Bold color liner in yellow. But I'm going to go ahead and create a wing using this liner real quick. Right, so that's what it's looking like now. To be honest, the Artista liner, like, I love it, but it's just a little difficult to use. actually just gonna throw it out there just because it is one that you have to build up. So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some mascara. I have the Ava Studio Fat Lash Mascara, which you guys know is a favorite, and the wand looks like so. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw on some of that before we go in with falsies. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on these lashes. These are the ones from AOA Studio obviously, but this is part of the AOA Pro line, and there is the style there, and then it also says it up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these on and we'll be back. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and prime the face. I'm gonna take the AOA Studio Wonder Skin Illuminating Primer, which looks like that, on all over the face, and like the outer parts of the face. And then I'm gonna take the AOA Studio Blurfection Primer, which is more of a clear, transparent kind of vibe, on the inner portions. This is actually one that I don't really use a lot because I do have this earring, girl. I do have oily skin. So I tend to stick with more like mattifying and blurring kind of products, but I love a good illuminating primer as well. So it just gives you a nice kind of healthy glow to the skin. It's so pretty. I may have overdone it, but oh well. Now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to take it on the inner portions of the face, just kind of blur, mostly like in the T-zone area. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take the AOA Studio Vita Glow. This is actually one that I've used up before. This one here is in the shade Tan. I don't remember if this is the one that doesn't really match me exactly. This is a tinted moisturizer with vitamin C, and again, this one is in Tan. It's not gonna give me like full coverage, but I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of that all over the face. It's actually a really nice, very lightweight product. Just kind of evens out the skin tone. I think I'm gonna go in with just a little more. But as you can see, it just gives you the most beautiful kind of natural look to the face. It's so nice. I do have a couple of cream products to play with, some oldies but goodies, but these are actually new to me. The Pop Pop Contour Sticks, I actually did use them in a different video. I have the shade Latte and the shade Sand. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one here in Sand. It's basically just a retractable kind of contour stick, and I've noticed they can be a little stiff but very creamy as well. This one is definitely deeper than the other one that I showed you guys. I'm just going to do a little bit of that, and I'm going to blend it in with one of the AOA Studio brushes that's more angled. And this one is their high definition brush in F9. I did go ahead and switch out my brushes because gosh, like I use them to the death, like until they're like super dirty, which is not good for the skin. But yeah, so I went ahead and switched them out. This contour stick blends out so easily with a sponge or a brush. Next, I'm going to take the Plush Blush Gel Liquid Blush from AOA Studio in the shade Cumulus. I think that's how you say it. And basically this looks like a little nail polish. I'm gonna have the TikTok where I swatch all of these linked down below if you want to go watch. But yeah, these are so good. Again, taking another one of the AOA Studio high definition brushes. This one is an F6, and these smell so good. It's just kind of giving us a rosy cheek, but it's not like bam in your face kind of product. It's really nice and lightweight, and it just leaves a tint of color behind. It's so pretty. For liquid highlight, you guys know I love this product, the Glow Baby highlight in the shade Golden Rose. Oh no, this is my new one. Oh yes, I did declutter the old one, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and dot a little bit on the cheekbones here. Oh, so much for a little bit. Oh, that's why I mentioned before, I don't like this dispenser because it just like, it's just a little hole. You squeeze it. If you squeeze a little too hard, girl, you're getting all the product out. So I'm gonna take another high definition brush, take that and just kind of blend it out with this. This one here is in E106 because I did apply a lot. I'm gonna take my sponge. And again, all of these products are definitely a very like natural kind of they just give you a little something to the skin. They don't look like super in your face. It's so nice. So next, we're going to take my Eyeshadow Studio Liquid Concealer, and this one here is in the shade Nude. And this one looks like so. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit there. Because again, the dispenser is just a little, like you never know if you're going to bring out too much or too little. So it's better to start with a little bit first. But this one, I feel like it doesn't give me a whole lot of coverage, but it does brighten the under eye really nicely. But again, if you're going for that kind of natural everyday look, you're not going to want a whole lot of coverage anyway. So pretty. I think we could have even like just gone without the yellow liner, but I think it adds something different. So next we have two loose powders. We have the Eyeshadow Studio Perfect Setting Powders in Translucent and Banana. So I think we're gonna do translucent for the under eyes. So I'm just gonna take that and kind of set the T-zone area. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna use that all over the face. I'm not sure just yet. It is a messy product. Ooh, I'm gonna take it on the T-zone area as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that all over the face as well. It's actually really nice. It's just not one that I trust to keep me matte throughout the day, but it's actually looking really good on the skin. So we're gonna go ahead and just apply that again all over. All right, let's go ahead and bronze up the skin using the Eyeshadow Studio Perfect Bronzer Powder. This is actually the one in Latte, which looks like so. I'm gonna take one of my new brushes from Real Techniques, and this one is their blush brush, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it as a bronzer brush. I'm gonna see how it works, just because it's like fluffy and just like really nicely shaped for the cheekbones. All right, next I'm gonna take one of their blushes. This one here is in the shade Shuri. There's the name there. It's kind of hard to pronounce. There's a look at that color. I don't know why I went with such a peachy color. Actually, I'm gonna see if I could get another one. I went ahead and switch it out. So we're gonna use the shade Yorokobi, which looks like that. This is more neutral. And I think it just goes a lot better now with this look. So I'm gonna take another Real Techniques brush. This one is more flat. And I'm just gonna pack it on the skin. This is such a beautiful color. And a little bit on the nose. All right, next we're gonna go in with highlight. We have the Papa Glow Within Illuminating Powder. This one here is in the shade Brunch Date. And it looks like so. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that on the face using another Real Techniques brush. And this one, it's their setting brush, but again, you could use brushes for whatever you want. This is so stunning. This is such a good highlighting brush. I don't know why they would say setting, but you could use it for whatever you please. For the inner corner, I'm going to take the Eyeshadow Studio Velour highlight. This is one I'm kind of trying to see if I want to keep. It's more of their jelly kind of, like their smushy kind of highlights. This one here is in the shade For You. Oh yeah, it's very vibrant. Now that we're here, I'm going to go ahead and take the Eyeshadow Studio Gel Liner in brown. And I'm going to go ahead and line the lower lash line with this. And taking the same brown that we use on the upper lid, I'm going to go ahead and smoke out the lower lash line. And then taking the Eyeshadow Studio Skinny Lash Mascara, I'm going to throw some on the lower lashes. Alright, so I did go ahead and fill in the brows a little more. I'm not the biggest fan of that brow pencil, to be honest, but you know. Next, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips using a Chic Glam lip liner. I couldn't find a Eyeshadow Studio one that I just go for. They don't really have any like brownie tones like this one. Alright, I'm going to try out the Eyeshadow Studio Fly With Me Lip Crayon. This is the one that I talked about in my recent haul. And this one is in the shade Labyrinth. It looks like that. I'm going to go ahead and throw some of that on. I'm going to take some of the Eyeshadow Studio lipstick in the shade Swoon, which looks like that over top. And lastly, taking a little bit of lip gloss from the Eyeshadow Studio line of lip pops. I love these. This one here is in the shade City Girl. You guys know this is definitely a favorite. I love it, so good. And lastly, we're gonna go ahead and set the face using the A+ Oil Control Setting Spray from Away Studio, and we're gonna end it. And just to press it in further, you can take your sponge, press in that setting spray to give you a little bit of a dewy finish. All right, guys, so this is the final look. Let me know your thoughts down below. I honestly had a lot of fun using all the makeup today. It looks so good. Again, I think I could have done without the yellow liner, but it adds a little something extra. Let me know your thoughts down below, and we made it to the end.